Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the weekly DIA report. That is the Dow Jones Industrial Average ETF for the week of Monday, February 14th, 2022. Before we look at the charts, just want to encourage you to please click like each and every time you watch the weekly DIA report. It does help us out a great deal when people search YouTube for DIA or Dow Jones Industrial Average analysis. And also subscribe. Subscribing to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel will provide you notification each and every time new content has been uploaded to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll start with kind of the big picture. This is a chart that goes back to 2007. We did a few weeks ago test that 336.17 long-term channel bottom. It just may be the low for the quarter and into later year. I'll get to that in a moment. You can see how we were in heavy consolidation for the better part of a year. And that low that we tested, 336.17, or that formation, was a spike low. We put out a significant new low and then settled higher on the week. And then the following week, we continued up. We're above an intermediate channel structure this week at 345.16. So 345.16 is respectable weekly support, and above which this market should, over the next, few weeks, 3 to 5 weeks, something like that, reach 369.27, where we can top out into the second quarter. It's also a significant upside buy signal into later year if settled above. On the way up this week, we do have 361.13, which is the low of the high from, in December. The all-time high was put out, and the low of that high is 361.13. It's more of an area, really, but it is certainly a precise point, the low of the high. It is initial resistance. It could contain weekly highs this week, and if we close above 361.13, we're probably 3 to 5 days away from reaching that 369.27 formation, where we can top out through March and from there fall off again. We'll take where that falling off to will be at that point in time in terms of channel structures and so forth. But if we close above 369.27 in the weeks ahead, then we have got a good low, I think, probably for the rest of the year. The next, I'm going to say 3 to 5 months, possibly sooner, then in reach of that 413.33 channel top, which is the channel top to the 336.17 channel bottom that we tested 3 weeks ago. Now, if we fall off this week and close below 336.17, then we should, I'm going to say within 3 to 5 weeks, by the end of March, possibly much sooner, test that 317.30 ultra long-term support. That is a long-term channel top we settled above over a year ago. It was a long-term structure, still is. It goes back to the 2009 financial crisis low. It is a floor of support that can contain annual selling pressures, possibly through the balance of the decade. So if we close below 336.17 at the end of this week, then I think you should expect a 317.30 within 3 to 5 weeks, possibly within 1 to 2 weeks, with a spike in volatility where we can bottom out through the year and possibly into later decade. And I think that kind of covers it for the week. That's really all I have to say for this week's weekly DIA report. Please click like and subscribe, and I will talk to you next week for the next weekly DIA report. You have a great week.